In a bowl, combine 4 tablespoons of flour, 2 tablespoons of oats, 3 teaspoons of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, a 4th teaspoon of salt, 4th teaspoon of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of butter, and then you have your apples. Okay, you're going to combine everything together, all your dry ingredients. Mix it very nice and neat. And you're going to get your butter, cut it into small little pieces, make sure it's chilled. Add it in. You can break it down with the fork. Smaller the better. Mix it all in. You can use your hands also. That should do it. You need to use your fork again. Get your fork and just mix everything. What you're going to do is get an apple, make sure you wash it, cut it in half. Okay, if it doesn't stand, then you can cut an end off the bottom so it'll hold down. Okay, then you're going to take out the center. So if you have some of the seeds, you can remove them. Okay, and then you're going to cut around. You can either cut around or use your scooper, but make sure you don't go all the way to the bottom. You want to make sure you keep the bottom intact. So just like that. Okay, or you could use a little scooper and kind of take out a little bit from the middle there. Just like that. Okay, and what I like to do is I like to save the excess, so make sure you cut it really thin, or use your cheese grater. You're going to add this into your mix. So we'll go ahead and do all of this nice and thin. So yeah, thinner the better. Add it into your mix if you choose. And there it is right there. Mix that all in. And you're going to stuff your apples. Okay. So place of the filling right on top. Any excess reserved for the other apples. Then you're going to put it into a pan. Then fill it up with a little water. Cover it with foil. Place it in a 400-degree oven for roughly 8 to 12 minutes. For the caramel sauce, you'll need half a cup of granulated sugar, 2 tablespoons of water in a pot. And then you're also going to need a 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream and a 1/2 ounce of butter. First thing you want to do is get your fire on. Get your flame on. I've got the butter and the sugar and the water going. So you want to bring this up to what they call a caramel stage, or till it turns an amber color. Okay, so again, you don't really want to disturb it, just let that sugar dissolve. The one thing you don't want to do is stir it too rapidly, because you don't want any of the sugar salt to go to the sides, or it'll crystallize. Okay, the first thing you want to do is get your pot of water, sugar going, and just let it dissolve. Okay? You don't want to disturb it. Don't shake it around or anything. Try not to stir it. You don't want any of the sugar to get on the sides, or it'll crystallize. And you want to have it up to at least a boil for around 5 minutes or so. But do not leave it. Okay, as you can see, it's starting to caramelize. Okay, so once it gets to the stage where it is at the caramel stage, then you want to turn it off. Okay, we'll let this go just a little bit longer. Now turn it off just before you think it's going to be at the caramel stage, because it's still hot. Okay, just like that. Then you're going to add your heavy cream, and this is where you got to be very careful. Okay, I've got it actually turned off. And you want to be very, very careful. Okay, this is where you get the caramel. Okay. And we have that caramel, just like that. At the very end, you're going to add your butter. And then there you go, you've got caramel. And we're going to use this sauce for the apples. Okay, be very careful. This is extremely hot. Okay, butter right in. And let it just gently melt. And we'll let that cool for a little bit, but this is what you would get for caramel. And that's it. Caramel sauce. So then you'll get your apple, or you can get your caramel sauce. Here's that caramel sauce. Drizzle it any way you want. Okay. Get your apple. Place it on top. Okay, if you wanted to go with some ice cream, you can go with some ice cream. You may want to drizzle a little more on top. Okay. Make it look nice. And there you go. For the apple cinnamon burrito, you want to combine your sugar and your cinnamon. Just like this. The first thing you want to do is make sure you wash your apple. Okay, you're going to peel it. Okay, so you'll get your peeler, go around. Again, it's okay if you leave some of the peeling on there. That's completely fine, but this is probably a good way of peeling your apple. You can see what I'm doing here. Okay. Then you're going to get the apple with your knuckle. That's going to be your guideline for where the core is. Okay, so you should be able to do that straight through. Okay, there you go. slice your apple. Thinner the better. Put it in your bowl. Okay, then you're going to get a saute pan. You're going to do two things here. You're going to saute the apples, and then you're going to do what they call a shallow fry on your burrito, okay? So add about a tablespoon of butter. Make sure you swirl all around. Okay, make sure you do not burn it. Then you're going to add your apples. Okay. Along with, again, what you want to do is you want to get your apples started in the butter. Break them out. You might want to do that before you put it into the pan. Okay. Just get this kind of softened. And you're going to add some of the cinnamon sugar. And just a little bit of water. That's it. Just a small amount. That'll make a nice little sauce. Although you don't really want that sauce in there. That's just going to kind of help finish up the apples and soften them up. So they should be soft. And you should get a nice little sauce from this as well. Again, you don't want to use too much of the sauce in your burrito when you fry it because you don't want it to escape. That could cause it to pop. And that should do it. Okay, then you're going to get your tortilla. Make sure they're at room temperature. Place the apples in the center. Okay, you want to make sure you that you fold it correctly. So I'm going to show you how to fold it. So again, room temperature. Fold the ends. Very important that you fold the ends. You do want to put a little bit of sauce at the very end to seal it. Okay. Fold the ends just like that. Tuck it in as you go. Don't do it too tight though, and then you do want to bring these in. Okay. Just like that. And then make sure that the seam side stays down. Just like that, okay? Your next step is you're going to fry it, and we're going to do a shallow fry. Okay, so now you're going to fry it. You want to do what we call shallow fry. So basically what we have here is we have enough of the oil so that half of the product gets fried. Okay, so the level of the oil will come up to at least halfway so that when you turn it around, it fries the other half. Okay, to check to see if your oil is hot enough, you can basically throw a little flour in there. If you see it trying to bubble up just like that, then you know you're good. Okay, when you lay it in, you want to do it seam side down. So if I rolled this, we're going to put it on the seam side down first, okay? Just like that. Okay, turn it around slowly. And so you see the oil is going to fry the other side. Okay, once it's completely heated through, remove it and immediately place it into your cinnamon sugar. Okay, and roll it just like that. And place a little again on the top. Okay, off to the sides, just like this. Okay, and there you go. You have an apple burrito. Okay, and then for presentation, cut it. You can cut it in half. Set it on your plate. Get some vanilla ice cream. You want to bring some in, you can bring some vanilla ice cream in. This one is from Culinary 2. Place it on there. And then if you want to even take it a step further, if you have any leftover caramel sauce, you can drizzle. Okay. And there you go. You've got a nice apple burrito with a vanilla ice cream with caramel sauce.